where quality lives. Today, Keeneland will celebrate the 39th running of the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, now presented by Dixiana. The internationally prestigious invitation-only turf stakes was named in honor of the lifelong horsewoman whose passion for racing left an indelible legacy on the sport. That love of both racing and the thoroughbred brought the Queen to Keeneland for the inaugural running of the race named in her honor in 1984. In tribute to Her Majesty, Keeneland has planted 6 cherry trees, 3 on either side of the infield tote board. The tree planting is part of the Queen's Green Canopy initiative to mark her Platinum Jubilee and to serve as a living legacy to her extraordinary service to her country and her people. Keeneland is honored to pay tribute to the Queen's racing legacy.
And quarter pulls up. Getting ready to come to upper. And upper is up.
Check stop. Check.
Race 9, 5612. Race 9, 5612. Who's got the 5?
Yeah, I mean, I have to type it in.
Can you change? Anyone know where the 5's at?
Yeah,
you walked over into the garage.
So you see the 5 to your right, maybe? Okay. Getting ready. Is that it, set?
I've got it.
I think that's it. Come to set and set.
Right on me. Cute.
And that legacy here at Keeneland in the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes presented by Dixiana continues in 15 minutes here at Keeneland Racecourse. We're taking a look into the paddock right now at the number 5 runner. That is Bella Bell, the daughter of Bellardo, winner of her first 2 starts in the United States when coming over from Ireland, winner of the Blue Northern, won the Grade 2 San Clemente Stakes at Del Mar. Very impressive performances in both, before finishing second behind Spenderella, arguably the divisional leader when it comes to the 3-year-old fillies, and did so in the Grade 1 Del Mar Oaks. I don't think that we've seen the best of this filly just yet, and that's why, Gabby, I'm willing to take a shot with her, the second choice, who's currently 3-1.
Yeah, her lone defeat in North America was a second behind Spenderella, who was undefeated in the United States. So that just goes to show you the quality that was in the Grade 1 Del Mar Oaks. She did go a mile in her first 2 races in North America, and even when you look at her races in Ireland, she went shorter distances. So I guess there still is a little bit of a question whether or not she will improve without a distance. She tried the 1 1/8 last time out. She sticks to the 1 1/8 once again today, as she is rearing up and really feeling herself in the paddock right now, Scott.
Yeah, she definitely looks like she's got a bit of an edge to her, and they are doing it on her own terms. So we'll keep an eye on her down in the paddock, as well as when she comes frontside as they make the final adjustments on Bella Bell for Agave Racing Benefits Family Trust, Netwig, and CYBT Racing. There's McCulloch, the favorite at even money. Chad Brown with 4 wins in the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth Challenge Cup, and McCulloch comes into this race off of a victory in the Jockey Club Oaks Invitational at Belmont at Aqueduct. She won the Grade 1 Belmont Oaks Invitational earlier this summer at Belmont, and she's looking to add to it. It's been a brilliant 3-year-old campaign. It's just a matter of, is a 1 1/8 going to be maybe a touch too sharp for her? That's the question.
Well, it's interesting because in the beginning of the year, Scott, she lost against Grade 2 company, she lost against Grade 3 company, and then she pops up and wins the Grade 1 Belmont Oaks Invitational, and most recently in the Grade 3 at Belmont, or at Aqueduct, the Belmont meet at Aqueduct. I think this is one of those prototypical Chad Brown fillies that is just really hitting her stride right now, and onwards and upwards for McCulloch. Now, I am curious to know what kind of ride we're going to see from Irad Ortiz Jr., because this does seem like it's a paceless race.
California Angel, she spun the upset last year as a 2-year-old with the J.P. Morgan Chase Jessamine, coming from well out of it. Hearing earlier today from George Leonard that he feels that the pace is not going to be maybe as quick, so we'll get an opportunity to see her be a little bit more forward. But I think that her last 2 races are sneaky. I mean, she's going to have to take another step, but she is a filly that we know she likes it here, and we know that she belongs on the turf. She's just a better turf filly than what they were trying to do with her earlier on this year, and running in the likes of the Rachel Alexander on dirt at Fairgrounds.
As she
It'll
will
be right
hope for a
after the
very
line.
fast place to close into, but we do know that she likes it here at Keeneland. She did like the good listed turf course when she won the Grade 2 Jessamine with that, last to first move from off the pace. I just don't know how she's going to overcome the overall lack of pace in this race.
On the Paddock
Gina
2,
Romantica,
Paddock 2's
another
up
one for
to
Chad
2.
Brown in here, the number 2 horse for Peter Brandt. They went to $1,025,000 to acquire her out of the Keeneland September sale 2 years back in 2020. She won on debut at Tampa Bay Hounds Sprinting, and she has evolved now into a grass filly in her last couple of starts. Winner of the Risk Averse against Restricted Stakes Company, and then second in the Grade 3 Pebbles over at the Belmont at Aqueduct meeting.
What's really cool about this particular filly, though, is that I just spoke to Carrie Brogdon with Mockmer Hall in the paddock just a few moments ago. They purchased the mare Special Me for $6,000, Scott. She went on to produce Stone-tastic, graded stakes winner, Grade 1 place, gift box, Grade 1 winner, Special Forces, who's a multiple graded stakes winner. This mare, this family just keeps producing.
So many great stories like that we hear, whether it be at the September sale, the Keeneland November sale, which is coming up just after the Breeders' Cup this year. Great stuff there, and good luck to Peter Brandt, Chad Brown, Mockmer Hall, and the Brogdons. Less than 10 minutes to post for the featured, the Saturday feature, the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes presented by Dixiana.
Yeah, go ahead. I'd like to see that. We actually played it.
So you can grab me at 6. Come to sets up to 6. Paddock 2. Paddock 2's up. Cliff, you can pick up the 2. Going to Cliff. And Cliff's up. Yeah.
I don't know what's
Going Paddock 2. Paddock 2's up to 7. Going Cliff's up. Follow the 7. Going to up. Oh, okay. Going Paddock 2. Paddock 2's up. Paddock 1. Paddock 1. No, they have a bye week. Going to Cliff, and Cliff is up.
Oh, it's the polka dotted. I love that one.
Who is it? Going to Paddock 2, and Paddock 2's up. Going to Cliff, and Cliff's up.
I finally just said the Wi-Fi doesn't appear to be working.
Would you want some for you?
Going to Paddock 2, Paddock 3.
He's always the long shot for some reason. Free money.
3 money.
Yeah.
Going to Cliff, Cliff's up. Careful with this 5 here. Careful with the 5.
That's a great
ready to come to upper. And upper's up. You're clear, Cliff. You're clear. Kevin, there will be a best turned out for post grade. Going to Kev, and Kev's up. Going to upper, and upper's up. Going to Kev, and Kev's up. I have a DC pickleball open at night. On the winner circle, and winner circle's up. You're clear.
The horses are entering the track for Keeneland's featured ninth race, 39th running of the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana. Grade 1 for 3-year-old fillies. This stakes at 1 1/8 on the firm turf. Rail at 0 feet today. Scratched for New Year's Eve. Scratched for New Year's Eve. Starts the last of the day's rolling doubles. Post time in less than 5 minutes.
These horses are all spread out. Going the pan 2. And we'll follow along with Kurt here. Going the pan 2, and pan 2's up.
Let's meet the starters for the feature. Number 1 is California Angel, owned by Chris Walsh, trained by George Leonard, Rafael Bejarano, the jockey.
And next one.
2, Gina Romantica, owned by Peter Brandt, trained by Chad Brown, jockey Flavian Prat.
And next one.
Number 3, She's Gone, owned by G. Watts Humphrey Jr., trained by Victoria Oliver, jockey Luis Saez.
And next one.
4 is Scratched. 5 is Bella Bell, owned by Agave Racing Stable of Mark Martinez, Benowitz Family Trust of Sandra Benowitz, CYBT of John Rockford, owned also by Michael Nentwig and Ray Pagano, trained by Phil D'Amato, Umberto Rispoli to ride.
And next one.
6, McCulloch, owned by Claravich Stables Incorporated of Seth Klarman, trained by Chad Brown, jockey Irad Ortiz Jr.
Coming to pan 1, and pan 1's up to 7.
And 7, Paris Peacock, owned by the Glen Hill Farm of Craig
West
Lavin
Light on
Burnett,
RF1.
trained by Jessica Harrington, Florent Giroux, the jockey. Post time less than 3 minutes.
Coming to front turf, and front turf's up. Alrighty, getting ready to come to Kev, and Kev's up, and pan 1 will be next.
The winner of the Best Turned Out Award for the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, Gerald Crawford. The groom for number 1, California Angel. Gerald, congratulations.
Congrats, coming to pan 1, and pan 1's up.
There's a look at the 7-horse Paris Peacock, the Irish-bred filly coming over from Ireland for the first time for Glen Hill Farm.
Okay, back
And
turn
Scott,
looking
a common
green.
thread to this race is a lack of overall early speed. At least the
Actually,
horses
back
that
turn
we're
looking
familiar
for the
with
7, which
in the
just
United
turned
States,
around
they don't want to be
to
on
your
the
left,
lead. I
yeah.
talked to Craig Bernick with Glen Hill Farm, and I asked him what the approach will be with this filly, and he said they're going to the lead. That's why they found Florent Giroux,
And
because they wanted to find a rider that would go to the lead and be aggressive with this filly.
She's not being ignored, 7-1 right now.
Back
She's
turn.
Gone, the number 3 horse,
Coming to pan
18-1, biggest price in the field. But
And
G. Watts Humphrey Jr.
pan 2's up to
and Vicky
3.
Oliver, they're no stranger to springing upsets.
And then
Thinking
pan
of
1 goes up to
Navratilova,
6, please.
not long back here at Keeneland Racecourse, the daughter of Curlin, regally bred. This is her first stakes try. She broke through on the first level allowance condition last time up. Looks like a filly that'll
Yeah, I
let the
think that
track
was
go
at
off
pan
the
1 to
pace
your left.
and probably sit a little bit closer if there isn't much
And
speed.
yeah, more on the
Probably
right.
off the 7-1 would think. 18-1 on She's gone. The 2022
On the
renewal
pan one.
of the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Series presented by Dixiana is coming up in less than 1 minute.
All right. It's only 7 horses. Coming the pan 2 and 7.
It's okay.
Down the quarter pole, and quarter pole's up with the 1 probably. Down the pan 2's up to 3. Need to see the 5, 2, 5 and 2. Looking for the 5 and the 2.
Yeah, internet is completely down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can't place a bet.
Down the pan 1, and pan 1's up to 5.
You're betting or hand?
Which ones did you watch?
3. I'm not sure what that
3 or 8.
You can place a bet.
Down the pan 2, and pan 2's up to 2.
I got thrown last time. Oh, then the cellular work. Nice rounded up there.
Look at Garrett Gannon's pretty back. On the pan 1's up to 7.
This fits for previous birthday.
On the pan 2's up to 3. Pan 1's up to 6. Quarter pole to your left. Anything to your left. Come to quarter pole's up to 1. On the pan 2. Pan 2's up to 7. Quarter pole, anything to your left. Down the quarter pole's up to 3. Pan 2's up. Quarter pole's up to 7. Pan 1. Pan 1's up to 3.
You're viewing a target.
Ooh. Down the quarter pole's up. What was it?
Hey. No.
Pan 2's up to 5. Pan 1's up to 7. And quarter pole's up to 3. On the pan 2's up to 1. Quarter pole, give me a wide. Real wide. Come to quarter pole's up. Do a slow push in. Pan 1's up.
Horses have reached the starting gate for Keeneland's 9th and featured race, 39th running of the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana, Grade 1.
Don't touch blue. On the blue's up.
Oh, yeah. Look at those chalets.
On the pan 1's up.
What? You're talking his head.
I don't know. You can touch blue. Down the pan 2's up. Pan 1's up. Down the cliff, and cliff is up. Pan 2 will be next. Alright, tower cameras will be awake. I see back. I see front. I see quarter pole. And gap. Alright, 7 horse will be the last horse in. Quick gate load. Alright, last horse going in. And pan 2's up.
They are at the post.
Wait for gate break. And gate break. Here we
And they're
go.
off in the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana. There's Gina Romantica, McCulick in the opening strides to contest the pace. Bella Bell between that pair and Paris Peacock far outside. These four line up across the course, and Paris Peacock is moving forward along with Bella Bell. Bella Bell to the inside, Paris Peacock to the outside. These two go at it for the lead now. McCulick going to back away to third, break of 3 lengths back to Gina Romantica in fourth, nearly 5 more back to She's Gone. California Angel is last heading into the turn. Paris Peacock the leader. Paris Peacock moves by, gets over to the rail, leads it by a length and a half. Bella Bell goes second by a length. McCulick outward from the rail, third ahead. There's Gina Romantica, though, moving by to take third, and now to challenge for the second spot. That'll relegate McCulick back into fourth position. She's Gone is fifth, and California Angel is last of the 6. Running just over 5 lengths from the front. 23.66 for the quarter, 48.22 for the opening half mile. Midpoint of the backstretch, Paris Peacock is the leader. Paris Peacock leads it by a length and a half. Bella Bell goes second a length. Gina Romantica third by just a net. McCulick is fourth upon the outside into the far turn. She's Gone against the rail is in fifth. 4 lengths from the front. California Angel still last. Back up front, Paris Peacock the leader. Bella Bell still second. A length separates the top 2. Gina Romantica along the rail in third. Now McCulick starts to swing toward the outside. She's fourth. Now challenging for third. Still 4 lengths from the lead. Quarter mile to go. Paris Peacock to catch. Paris Peacock leading Bella Bell, who moves up on the outside. Here's Bella Bell coming after the leader, and McCulick tries to join them. Gina Romantica looks toward the inside. California Angel is still fifth. Here's Gina Romantica moving through and opening down toward the inside to challenge Bella Bell. McCulick third. Gina Romantica in front. Gina Romantica with the lead. She's got it a length and a half. She's got it by 2. She's got it. Gina Romantica wins the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana in 1 minute 48.2 seconds.
Ready, red, and roll it. And red's up.
A 5th win in the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes, presented by Dixiana for Chad Brown.
Okay, Grace on Elvis. There'll be a fist bump a little bit after he crosses the line, so we'll use that on
Keeneland September
Elvis.
yearling picks up a Grade 1 victory today.
Scott, Chad Brown has just been so dominant in this race year after year, and this one time it goes to the horse that was the second, the higher price of the Chad Brown duo here at 9-2. Gina Romantica, what a special filly this has become, now getting that Grade 1 victory. Congratulations to Chad Brown, breeder Carrie Brogdon, and also owner Peter Brandt.
Dog's up. If you can't find it, Grace, that's fine. Ready, purple. And roll it.
Photo for play, sold all tickets.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's as he crosses, maybe. Yeah, that's it. You can back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Right there, right there. Ready, Elvis, and roll it. Elvis is up. Yes, 2 horse for sure. Coming out to pan 1. And pan 1's up.
Alright, we have a sales grad.
Oh boy, okay.
Gina Romantica.
You wanna do it?
But wait for us to do it.
Alright, doing the go. Good job. Ready, red, and roll it. Going back out to pan 1 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pan 1's up.
Next one, please.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's featured night race. Number 2, Gina Romantica finished first. Number 6, McCulick was second. Number 5, Bella Bell third. Number 1, California Angel was fourth. 2, 6, 5, 1, unofficial.
Yeah, I was just setting my camera.
Okay, just making sure you know. Yeah, so Kevin, your job here is you'll pick the horse up as he comes into the turf, you'll follow him to the winner's circle, and then it's just like a normal winner's circle. Coming the pan 2, and pan 2's up. Kevin, and if you have a lens wipe, can you wipe your lens? Looks like there's a little dot on it, but if not, we'll survive. Going to Gary, and Gary's up. Kevin, do you have anything to wipe your lens off with? Can I get Kevin and Cliff to switch positions? Thanks, guys. So Kev, you'll just pick him up coming off the turf, or coming on the dirt, and then Kevin the pan 2 and pan 2's up.
Results are official for Keeneland's
Who has
featured
control
ninth
of
race.
Cliff's
2651, the official results.
Okay, just a little hot there, Cliff. You can open up the... Close it just a hair if you can. Okay, open it back up where you were. I'll live with that. Got in the winner circle's up. Yeah. Kev, if you want to pick them up here. On the Kev. On the Kev, and Kev's up. Yeah, after we're done with race 10 coverage, go on the pan 1, pan 1's up, you're clear, Kev. Yeah, after we're done with race 10 paddock coverage, seal it up, put the camera under the tent, and we'll leave it there. Go on the RF2's up. Coming to Gary, and Gary's up. Cliff, can you open up just a little bit? Open up more. Open up a little bit more. Coming to Cliff. Cliff's up.
The official winner of Keeneland's featured ninth race, 39th running of the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana, Grade 1, number 2, Gina Romantica, owned by Peter Brandt, trained by Chad Brown, Flavian Prat, the jockey. Gina Romantica, 3-year-old filly by Into Mischief, out of Special Need by Unbridled Song, bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall, Kerry Brogdon, and Craig Brogdon. Keeneland, $1 million September yearling, Gina Romantica. 1 minute 48.2 seconds for the 9 furlongs over the firm turf.
Coming the pan 1, and pan 1's up. Yeah, pan 2 or Gary, if you want to follow the horse out, I might cut to you if we have time. Coming the pan 2. Coming to Gary, and Gary's up. Pan 2, and pan 2's up. Coming to Cliff, right there. Cliff, tilt up a little bit, Cliff, and Cliff's up.
Now the trophy presentation for the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup, presented by Dixiana. Bill and Donna Shively, representing Dixiana, present to the connections of number 2, Gina Romantica.
Going to pan 1, and pan 1's up.
Right. Ready, Tommy? Yep.
going the Cliff, and Cliff is up.
Q.
Gina Romantica picking up a grade 1 in the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes presented by Dixiana at the place that it all started. $1 million Keeneland September yearling from a few years back. Chad Brown back here with us on the turf course in Flavian, Prat. Seems like a pretty straightforward trip that she had. Was saving ground one of the biggest keys to the run here today?
Yeah, she broke really well. I actually was hoping to make the lead, and but the pace was fair, so I got myself tucked in, and she reacted well, and really kicked home well when it was time to make a move.
At what point did you know it was time to make that move?
Once I finally got the gap, now turning for home, I got a good gap, and I squeezed on her, and she responded really well.
Flavian, well done.
Thank you very much.
A 5th win in the QE2 Challenge Cup Stakes, this time presented by Dixiana for Chad Brown. What was the difference today versus her most recent race up in New York, Chad?
Yeah, I mean, getting her out there in distance a little more, and she just has more experience on the turf, and she caught a clean break. I thought Flavian rode a terrific race, and she proved that she can get the extra distance and step up with top-class fillies.
What does it take to get a filly to peak like this at this time of the year?
A lot of patience, a lot of plan B and C with a horse we first thought was a dirt horse, and I want to thank Liz Crow and her team for picking the horse out, and born and raised locally right in Lexington and Mackmore Hall, and a Keeneland graduate. You know, we've had so many great horses that we bought here, and 5 Queen Elizabeths. This is probably the most memorable, obviously, with the recent passing of the Queen. What an honor even to participate in the race, but to have such success in it, we're just really lucky to work with these horses.
Congratulations to you and Mr. Brand.
Thank you.
Gina Romantica very impressive today in the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup Stakes.
And you're clear.